The Freddy Krueger rework is finally here, and it's everything that we hoped for. Let's explain what's different and why this build works so well. Krueger has 3 powers now. The first power replaces the snare that he would leave on the ground with a short-range skill shot that slows survivors. His second power sets up fake pallets that Krueger can remotely detonate to injure survivors. Unlike the previous fake pallets that he made, these ones can stun him, so be careful. Unlike how he was prior to the rework, you can now use both of these powers at all times without the need to use an add-on to enable one, but both powers will require survivors to be asleep to slow or damage them. Survivors will start the trial awake, but Freddy's basic attacks will automatically put them to sleep. They will also fall asleep as time passes, and being hit by Freddy's special attacks will take time off this timer as well. Asleep survivors can either use an alarm clock to wake up and become immune from falling asleep for a short period of time, or they can either have an awake survivor wake them up or miss a skill check. Krueger's final power is a teleport. He can teleport to any generator, completed or otherwise, along with any asleep survivor who is healing or being healed. When injured and asleep survivors are vulnerable this way, you'll see the killer instinct pop up as your cue that you can teleport to them. Our build takes full advantage of Freddy's new kit. Scourge Hook, Jagged Compass highlights the generator with the most progress in yellow whenever you hook a survivor on a white Scourge Hook, as Freddy can directly teleport to any generator on the map. Knowing exactly where to apply pressure to is extremely useful, and particularly strong with Dead Man's Switch. Hooking a survivor will prime DMS, and the first survivor to stop repairing a generator will activate it, blocking that generator for 50 seconds. This is particularly strong with Jagged Compass on Freddy, because you can remotely activate it by using your teleport on that generator. If survivors are working on it, they'll likely panic and run away when they get the notification that you're teleporting there, blocking that generator. You can then cancel your teleport, and continue pressuring whatever area you're in, effectively eating up the time of multiple groups of survivors, depending on how many survivors are working on that generator. Next is Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain. Once unhooked from a Scourge Hook, survivors get debuffs that slow the speed that they're healed at, and make them lose all partial healing progress they received if they start moving mid-heal. If they complete that heal, their healing and generator repair speeds will be hurt until they get re-injured. Because this perk applies on unhooking, it pairs well with Jagged Compass, since Jagged Compass's secondary effect turns any hook that a survivor is unhooked from into a Scourge Hook, meaning that Gift of Pain will always apply to survivors hooked, no matter if they're hooked on a white hook or not. Leverage is our final perk, slowing the healing speed of any survivor who unhooks another survivor for 30 seconds. Paired with Gift of Pain, healing the recently hooked survivor will be much slower, and easy for us to interrupt. Survivors who stay injured against Freddy are particularly vulnerable. As sleeping survivors hear a lullaby instead of your terror radius, you'll be able to get much closer to them than you might playing other killers. Combined with the fact that we can teleport, making our position unpredictable, and that we have a slow as part of our base kit, and injured survivors will go down pretty quickly. The biggest reason we want to slow down this heal, however, is the sleep timer. Survivors unhooked will be awake, and good players will wake up before unhooking to avoid giving the killer instinct when they go to heal. However, with this heal slowed so drastically, the correct play would be to wait out Leverage's long timer and heal afterwards. But all the while, survivors' microsleep timers will be ticking and quickly bringing them back to sleep, forcing them to waste even more time hunting for alarm clocks to wake up. If survivors try and power through it, we'll often be able to interrupt this heal, and make them waste any time that they've spent healing. The only option that survivors will have left will be to just remain injured, and if they do, they'll make our ambushes that much more effective. For our add-ons, it's still a little bit early to tell what will end up being his best add-ons, but I'm going to recommend the jump rope and the Z-block. Making the slow on our stairs more effective is very strong. Making those same snares give us aura reading is amazing in chase, giving us an I'm all ears effect at will. For the 2 games that I'll be showcasing, I'm not going to use these add-ons because I'm still experimenting with his more core add-ons to see if there's any options that are better, but just use these 2 yourself if you're going to go for the strongest build that you can. Let's get to the gameplay, but make sure you stick around afterwards, and I'll tell you a few more options for alternate versions of this build to suit different playstyles. Alright, Haddonfield. Well, like our boy Freddy Krueger here, Haddonfield got reworked a while back, and it's much more killer-sided than it used to be. Let's put some of these fake palettes here. They're kind of obvious now. Before they used to look the same. Now they can like visibly look different. But they're a lot more dangerous, so I think it's okay that they're more visible. We do see a survivor right off the bat. Let's drop a pallet. But she's just going to take the hit, I suppose. She takes the main building. Let's go straight in. Looks like scratch marks are lying to me, of course. Now I did hear her running on the side of the wall, so she's going straight down. A little slow on her here. Okay, she is not playing this either. Is that lag? No, I think it's the same. It's at the beginning of the chase too. She was doing the same thing. She might be a newer player just playing with a friend. I'll try to take it a little bit easier on her, I suppose. It's a shame. I wanted to explode that pallet and get him. Got some dead man switch value already. Blocking the same gen that Jagged Comps was showing me was so dangerous looking. And speaking of fake pallets, a little early on that. Let me try this again. You'll stand there for a second, won't you? Yeah, that's not going to work on survivors once they start getting used to the rework here. I think people are still used to the fake pallets being pretty worthless. That being said, we'll put her back up here. It's a Scourge Hook so we can see that this generator has the most progress. Let's fake her teleport. Ooh, and she panic drops that pallet. Yeah, that wasn't the right call. Oh, she's gonna get that gen done in my face, aren't you? Yeah, you get the gen, but I'm gonna put your butt on a hook. Put you up. Ooh, we see some survivors healing over here in the corner. Give a little teleport over here. I'll let the Sable run off and I'll chase the Michaela. Yeah, she's dropped the pallet. Just a little bit too short right there. Nowhere she can really go here, so I guess she's just going to leave it. Makes sense. She's in kind of a dead zone here. Might as well use my power. Okay. To use your power, you got to kind of like hold down the power button and then use your basic attack. So it's a little unintuitive for me. I think mostly because you can't do it at all when your power's on cooldown. You're not always looking at the cooldown meter. I kind of want to teleport to that heal going on over there, but I'll just take my hook. Where is their hook? All the way down here, huh? This one's not a Scourge Hook, but it'll turn into one afterward. So no Jagged Compass value, but we'll still get that Gift of Pain. Over here, I'm not really seeing much of anything. I'm going to break this one pallet and leave the other one up, just in case someone goes back to the middle and thinks, oh, maybe this was a real pallet. Faking your teleport does incur the same cooldown as completing the teleport, so you can't quite spam it as freely as you could prior to his rework. This gen has a lot of progress on it. But you can still fake it, thankfully, as it's one of the like key Freddy tricks that you can do with Dead Man Switch. Okay, we see that the Yunjin just used one of the alarm clocks. Hold on, they were healing over here. Yeah, you can see that we got the Killer Instinct here since that Sable was asleep. Oh, this poor Sable. I feel like such a bully. Well, it's only your second hook. And at the rate this game's going, I'll give you Hatch. This gen got blocks. We got a little bit of passive power here. This is just like the first time. That gen is more progress than last time. Oh, I think I hear somebody. I swear I can hear somebody here. I'm going to go back down. They might be hiding in a locker. We did check a locker the first time. There's nobody there. Oh, but here she is. And with that, the game is basically over. Can I get to a hook, though? Yeah, I can get to this one right here. It's always a little bit sketchy when you down someone in a basement. Put up a couple of fake pallets. Get my little 50 blood points at a time. Okay, they are healing over here. I'm not going to go for the Sable. The Michaela is awake. Every time I hit her with one of these powers, it brings her a little bit closer to a sleep. But I can just put her to sleep with my claws, too. Yeah, the engine's given up. That was perfect range of my skill shot there. Still need to play around with it a bit, just a little bit more, just to get the ranges down. It seems like it's pretty good, but most of the time you're going to be doing it close range like that. Oh, that was a really good dead hard. I was not respecting that dead hard like I probably should have been. And it looks like that Sable is self-caring in the basement. And interestingly, that Killer Instinct effect lasted a lot longer than the actual heal did. I just barely noticed that. And yeah, just wanted to get the down with my exploding pallet there, but I'll take this instead. We'll put her up. Oh, we know that Sable was just in that basement for a second. She's probably migrated by now. Let's just head to this direction, I suppose. Put up a couple of pallets. See, I knew I was going to have a couple of those missed power usages. Okay, here's a Sable here. Still awake, but we'll get her closer with my power. And we'll just whack her. Okay, she gets the medium vault because of the slow. We'll get a slow here. And she's just in the open. Okay, I'm giving you a hatch. I feel too bad. Oh, this took entirely too long to find. Almost walked right past it. Let's take a look at what perks and stuff they brought. How is that Sable P36? And maybe she's just playing on a friend's account or something. Oh, good game, good game. Dead Dog Saloon. It was a map offering that brought me here, which is a little interesting because I think this is one of the more killer-sided maps. But hey, I'm not going to complain about it. Put a couple of fake pellets though. Break the wall with that sick animation. Oh, hi. You took me by surprise there. Yeah, put a couple of pallets up. Okay, he instant drops, but he stays here. This is a very dangerous pallet to stay at. I would need my power to down you here. But might as well use it anyway. Yeah, he's just gonna run. There's nothing he can do. Alright, let's break this. Get our first hook of the match. Nice and early. Let's put it right on the Scourge hook and see what gens are being worked on. And there you go, that's the remote block. Oh, it's so strong. And while that's blocked, now we can just chase this guy right here. Quick little slide down the hole. So we know where all, what, 4 of the survivors are. We got one here, we got one that went for the unhook, one that was hooked, and one that was on that far gen. We have to be a little wary of flashlights, but I think we should be in good shape. If they're still healing over here too, we can interrupt that heal. They're still going to be working on it. They're not, but they might not have gotten far. Yeah, here's the Leon. I'd prefer to go for your friend, but I don't know who unhooked you. Let's look around. They might still be here hiding in a bush or in a locker, like this one. No? Huh. I was sure there was going to be like a head-on play here or something. Give her a little love tap. It might have been that Alucard right there that was actually the one who did the unhook. The first unhook. So you know what, I'm just going to let them just run off. Let's hook the Leon real quick. Yeah, I see you throwing my pallets over there. Don't get used to it. The Alucard is asleep. So we should be able to slow him down just a smidge. And my teleport trick isn't going to work twice on that generator from the looks of it. I was a little bit too late on that slow. I'm going to break this. Just because I wanted to open during a chase. I'm going to break this one too. That's just because I like the animation. And this should be a hit. That is not a hit. Wow, that is a clean ping you got there, friend. I got a heal going on here. In fact, I just want to interrupt this. This is a little bit of practice. Okay, all three of them are here. Get some great gift of pain value. Give the Nia a little bit of a slow before we down her. And this gen here looks like got the Dead Man Switch proc. Are they back here hiding again? No. In fact, that last Dead Man Switch trigger is about to run out. And I want to get a new fresh one, so I'm just wasting it. Just a second of time here. No point hitting that Alucard anyway, because he got the alarm clock, so he's going to be awake for a minute. Oh, they're going for a heal here. Oh, you're just self-caring. Okay. Well, I don't need my power to down you right here. Yeah, the fact that this map has so many of those tiles that are just like that, which are kind of ish safe if you play them right, but just aren't as strong as, yeah, I see you with the little taunts. Just aren't as safe as like some of the other maps like Eerie of Crows. Man, Eerie of Crows has some really just stupid loops on it. He's going right back for that window, of course. He's not asleep. I was trying to use my power there again. You know, that's one of the things about just playing so many different killers, is that, gotcha. There's differences in how you use each killer's power. Some killers are just going to feel a lot more intuitive, and others just don't. Now, he's a little obnoxious for me. I'm sure I'll get used to it with some practice, and that was a good fake he just did there. He's going to drop pallet. He is. He'll get the slow. I do like his new kit a lot. I'm not thrilled. I mean, I knew they weren't going to change it, but I'm not thrilled with how you're in the dream world all the time. Simply because it's just so dark. It's just so hard for me to see. And killers that I play, you know, if you can't see what you're doing, it's really going to hurt you a lot in the long run. This other card's doing pretty good, actually. I'm only half paying attention here, but maybe I should be focused a little bit more. Thankfully, he did not know I was going to break the pallet there. He is getting a lot of distance here. To a lucky pallet drop. Let's see, where is he going? He's got this pallet here. I don't think there's much he can do here. I'll force him to drop the pallet. And then I'll get caught. Okay, I'm just going to break this thing. He's running around the back. There's a pallet off to the right. Ooh, there's not a pallet right here. Okay, so he's back in the shack. Nope, back out of the shack. He's running this way. Yeah, this guy's not bad at all. Okay, we'll force the drop. He's not going to drop. Let's double back around. Yeah. Happy he was a little too focused on that. Pick you up. Stick you back up. See, this gen is the most progress. Ooh, and they get it done just in time. How unfortunate. Ooh, Nia, you should not be powering through generators while injured like this. let's put you back up on a hook. I think this was your second hook. And then let's go chase that Alucard a little bit more. Oh, you're on death hook. Oh, yeah, you definitely should not have been repairing that generator while injured. Yeah, that was a mistake. Oh, here he is. Ooh, nice dead hard that I really should have respected. Lately, it really feels like we're back in the dead hard meta, where just everybody is running that perk, which is still a good perk. And I can't see a doggone thing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just the dream world is just so dark. Let's see. Actually, it's kind of funny if you think about it that Freddy Krueger and the Dredge are what the only two killers I can think of that like change how you view the actual game. Like back when they had Pyramid Head, I was kind of expecting him to be in kind of like a Silent Hill. You know, maybe have like a big Silent Hill aura around himself that he would drag survivors in. But he ended up just being like a skill shot killer. Second look for Alucard. Let's see, this gen here is actually completed. Okay, that one was just blocked then, alright. Gotta get used to too with Freddy that you can, since you can teleport to completed generators, you gotta be paying attention to make sure that you're not getting mixed up with the Jagged Compass proc. Oh, and here's Michaela right here. Blow this one up on her? No? Let's take a hit then. Okay, she's running along the back here. Now let's try and cut her off. Hatch will often spawn in the middle of the road here. Yeah, no such luck for her though. Goodbye. There you go, nice fun little game there. Some nice chases in that one. Let's see what everybody brought. Nothing too crazy. It was Adia that brought that. Interesting. Oh well, good game, good game. For alternate builds that work well with Freddy's diverse kit, there's two other options that you could go with. You could replace leverage with a perk like Pop Goes the Weasel, to give you a way to regress whatever generator is revealed by Jagged Compass. But I'm not a big fan of this. Pop and Deadman Switch don't work well together, since you cannot kick blocked generators. If you want to run Pop, I would say normally to drop DMS, but DMS on Freddy is just so strong that I really can't recommend dropping it. The other option that you can go with would be to replace Jagged Compass with Scourge Hook, paying Resonance to damage the generator with the most progress and force DMS on that generator if survivors are working on it. However, I don't recommend this either, since good survivors will stop working on a generator right before you hook a survivor to avoid triggering this combo. While this combo is fine on most killers, Krueger's teleports are so strong that I'd rather just have the info and teleport to that generator to pressure it myself instead. That's the video. If you haven't hit like and subscribe yet, make sure you do so you don't miss out on any of my underrated perk or perk combo videos that are coming up in the future. And as always, thank you for watching.